So I question who reported that I'm a sexual offender, a sex offender, because that seemed to come out of the blue. It just seemed to come spontaneously. And it couldn't come just spontaneously. Somebody had to generate it at some point. And I will admit that I was arrested about 10 years ago for stuff on my computer, but the charges were later dropped. There weren't even any charges. It was just a complete investigation only. And then they had to just drop it and give it up because the cops pretty much concluded that they couldn't figure out, after looking at the pictures and videos and whatever, that they couldn't tell if it was underage or not. So they gave up the case. It wasn't so much that dropped a charge. No charges were filed, just gave up the case. The DA wouldn't take it because it was just too hard to mess with. So that arrest shows up on my record, and the only people who have access to that are cops. So, McIntosh did the investigation and searched, and he most likely uncovered that information since he generated an FBI number and looked. So it seems to me the only trying to be reasonable about who most likely would have spread it. I mean, who did I make a video of? Who wants a little revenge for that but him? I don't think anybody else would want to. And he really seriously put me at risk. I had a guy with a gun ready to pull it on me. So he put me in a dangerous position by spreading this rumor. And I just, I'm making note of it. I'm thinking, just trying to backtrack, figure out, what would have led to this. Because I was kind of just with the trespassing allegations and stuff. I was kind of amused by that. But then when it escalated to being a sexual offender, I was thinking, what more is next? But I didn't really hear any other types of charges. It was just, going to the escalation. That's reaching a pretty high point there in an escalation anyway, because it causes people to, come after me. And the biker guy that came into the library and the dude with the gun, it's just a cop escalating the situation by spreading this rumor, knowing full well that people will get upset with that type of thing. It's a mark it's on my record for the rest of my life, the NCIC FBI database or whatever, that only cops have access to. But for cops to use it in a malicious way, okay, and in almost a retribution kind of way for me posting a video, it's really unbecoming. It's uncop-like, or very cop-like maybe. It depends on how you look at it. But it's unfair that they have access, and then they can use it maliciously against the person. Everybody should be allowed to these records then, in a way, or nobody should. Fewer people, not cops. All right, because that's just not fair access. All right, there's just no level playing field when they are able to pull these types of stunts. So my suspicion is that it's McIntosh who started the rumor, or at least one of his cop buddies. But come on, what motivations do they have? I would think that he'd be more motivated.